you know,
Bye, Brian.
just when, come on, no, get back here. Now, you know, just when you thought it was safe really to turn the TV off, here we are. We're still here. This is Brian Tedder, one of our co-executive producers.
He's awesome.
Doesn't he look like an executive producer?
Thank you, Joy.
You're welcome. No, here's the thing. I'm going to talk to you, Brian, because there's this. They did some trials on this thing called the Love Potion, which is like a real thing. Not this bottle. We made this up because we couldn't
does
get
it work?
because this show's too cheap to buy it. Okay. But it tells you that it makes you 15% more attractive to women. You have to work on the other 85%.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can get better than
But
100.
let's see if it works. Oh my God, it's George Clooney.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, I'm so hot for you now. All
Do
right,
you think it really works? Is it like a... But there are love potions. Like a friend of mine used to go far and wide to find a perfume that had endorphins in it. He said, now you're pregnant. He said, now I'm pregnant.
That was short. Okay, go ahead.
No, but I used to have a perfume that it's I don't know the word but it's endorphins, I guess, but another kind of
It
love.
releases your endorphins?
What'd you say?
Or the name of the...
Pheromones, thank you.
Oh, your pheromones.
But if you put pheromones in perfume, it does make you more attractive.
Really?
Yes.
Then why don't they call it pheromone?
Because that is not anything anyone would buy.
It used to be called sex potion number 2.
Oh, yeah.
See, and I'd buy that.
You know, we had so much sex talks on the show today.
This whole week.
And this whole week, yeah. Well, it works, you know what I'm saying?
We discovered something about our audience. Are you telling?
Yeah, what is it?
I mean, there are 3 people out here in our
who actually have sex in a gym?
in weird places. No, a truck stop, Disneyland. I mean,
Disneyland? That's a sin.
It makes people happy,
You
but
have
like
to
in
go
a-
to confession for that.
No, wait, my
that was
parents-
you?
Disneyland, parking lot of Disney World, actually.
Why is it always in the parking lot?
It was because that's where my car was.
But you know, my brother was made in Disneyland too, in Disney World.
It was in the back of a rented Monte Carlo, and when it was all over, she sang, "It's a small world after all."
Shut up, Tom.
You know what? He made the whole thing up just so he could do that
Did you
joke.
make it up?
Yes, you did. Stop lying.
It was an IHOP, but still, it was like. But this
Where was
guy's
the
got a
third
story.
one?
This
It was
guy
the
here,
truck
where did you do it?
Truck stop.
A truck
I was
stop?
meeting my ex. I was in California. My ex was here in New York. We moved from New York to Texas. On the way, we just couldn't resist. We had to stop. And it was at a scary, dark, creepy
It was
truck stop.
in a scary dark
Yeah,
place.
the whole back seat was filled, so imagine there's no room in the front. And we just kept thinking, like, okay,
People
make sure
are like,
everything's locked.
can I
we don't
come
get
in?
robbed.
Like, you want to keep your doors
You
open?
went
You went into a semi-truck? You went into a
No,
truck?
not a truck. No.
The story got more
It was
interesting.
in
know,
my.
it's right.
It was in a car, but our car was. We were moving stuff from New York.
Who else?
And if you think that's creepy, this lady over here had sex in a morgue. Here we go.
Where?
What?
Hi, I had
Where'd you
sex
do
in
it?
the morgue in Queens.
First of all, identify yourselves.
Next to a stiff.
Where?
What'd she say, Tom? Did you ever see the show 6 Feet Under?
Yes.
That's what inspired you, I'm guessing?
That it's no.
She said
I
she did it
inspired
with-
them because I did this in the set.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
She did it with
Sex in a morgue, and it was really stiff, but not...
Inspired them, yes.
Now, did
It
you
was
just say
fun.
that just so you could do that joke? Did you?
Excuse me?
She's serious right now. She's
She's
real.
one of those
fun,
people that
though.
sees funerals as an opportunity.
What'd you say?
I said she's one of those women that finds that funerals are an opportunity to meet people. Be open to the world.
Where was
I go
the
to
strangest
all
place you ever did it?
The strangest
Yeah.
place I've ever... I didn't think about that.
And you?
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know if I could admit this. At work?
Yeah, go ahead. At work?
Not here. It was a prior job.
What kind of job?
Well, because I was dating someone at the office. It was really inappropriate. I felt like it was really bad.
But what, were you in the closet? Where was it?
We were in an office.
In the office. Oh,
Yeah.
that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never thought I'd be one of those stories, but
And you have such a sweet little face.
I know. It's misleading.
Watch out for those.
Where's yours, Joy?
Mine was actually in a Peugeot, which is a French car. It's a Peugeot is a French car. It was my 7th month of pregnancy.
Oh, see, and you got to do it when you got to do
And I
it during
said,
that.
where's my husband? No. Kidding. It was actually with him. And it was very hot, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was those days they had one seat. Now the bucket seats, you can't do anything.
No, very difficult.
You can do a lot of stuff in a bucket seat, Joy.
In the back, maybe.
Get it in.
All right. You know, here's a story. Let's reminisce about yesterday's show.
Oh,
we
let's reminisce.
had this guy, Rabbi Shmuley Boteach. You know him?
He was great.
Yeah.
And he says that the key to a happy marriage is not love, it's lust. you know? Meanwhile, he's a rabbi with 9 kids. What's more lusty than that? You know? So, I mean, it was an interesting idea in a way. You know, like you have... Tell us why you liked it.
I liked it because I feel like sometimes people just go for sex, go for sex, go for sex. Oh my God, I need to get it out, when you could be focusing that energy somewhere else at times. And sometimes when you get that rabbit tendency out of you, what's left? Right? So I've been in multiple relationships where they wonder if I'm, you know, a sexual being at all, because I'm like, well, maybe like once a month or one time a week, because otherwise I'm going to get bored of your body and then you're going to be mad that I'm looking elsewhere. Is that rude?
No, it's not rude, but it doesn't go on, and you can't do that for years. That doesn't work for years.
I'm not married, so I'm good until I find one that I can do.
So you like to stretch it out, because he's talking about, you know, like
Foreplay.
unavailability is good, and, you know, all that stuff.
I like what he says about, and I don't know if he said this yesterday, but I know Rabbi Shmuley, when he'd talk about, like, we always say in a marriage, the more comfortable you get, you can walk around and you see your partner this way, and he says, leave a little mystery.
Right.
Occasionally, keep your clothes on when you're walking around.
Close the
going
door
to
to
the
the
shower.
bathroom.
Yeah, and I kind of liked that you could, you know, keep some of it sacred. I mean, it's difficult to do when you're around the clock with someone, but I respect the theory.
Yeah, I respect the
But
theory.
he never really explained, this guy, how you keep the lust going through a long
He's got
relationship.
9 kids, Joy. That's his answer.
Oh, please. He never explained how you do that after you're with the same person for years and years and years and years.
Well, maybe he waits a year before he has sex. Maybe he, like, keeps it bottled in and for, like,
somebody knows him? Wait, you know Rabbi Shmuley?
Let's go. I don't know Rabbi Shmuley, but he's an Orthodox rabbi, and the way Orthodox...
He's your rabbi?
No, he's not my
he's
rabbi.
rabbi.
He's an Orthodox rabbi.
An Orthodox
and
rabbi.
in Orthodox Judaism,
Yeah.
you basically, you can't have sex after you have menstruated for a period of time. So the men and women are not allowed to be together, even though you're married. So sometimes it's almost a 2-week period. You're in the house and you can be talking, but you can't physically touch.
Oh, those girls
you only
must
have
love that. It's like, get off of me.
So you only have a week,
Right? Get off of me.
You only have 1 week a month to have sex? There's only like
it's usually 2 weeks. I
2
mean,
weeks.
it's usually 2 weeks. You know,
Okay,
it's
so
usually
only 2 weeks
weeks.
span in 1 month to have sex.
And the 9 children, he took advantage of those 2 weeks.
I wanted to know, how do you keep that wanting? Well, when you're around each other and you can't touch each other for 2 weeks. You know, when 2 weeks is up.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's like sort of fun then again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Each month.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another interesting topic, pop culture-y. Mick Jagger, remember Mick Jagger's wife, Jerry Hall? She I don't know, there's a picture of her. Okay, there she is with Mick in their heyday when they were like young and gorgeous.
pretty.
Okay? She's still a beautiful girl, I'm sure. She's older now. You know who she's not the age of the guy she's marrying, though. She's marrying Rupert Murdoch. He's 89. Look at this.
You guys, it's... First of all, how many times have we heard relationships with this far age in between? I no offense, why are y'all icking? That happens all the time. Love is love. It doesn't matter. No offense, I'm coming for everybody, yes.
Yeah. Wait a second, do you think he moves like Jagger? I don't think he moves at all. I don't think this guy moves. If he does move like Jagger, he's gonna break a hip.
Joy,
Somebody knows him?
What's that?
What are you clapping for?
Because you got moves like Jagger. That was
yeah,
funny.
I love that song, Moves
But
Like
even
Jagger.
with this relationship, I feel like the lust will last a long time, because if he has sex all the time, he's gonna have heart issues eventually. Like, that is going to be how the lust stays, because you can only have it every now and then.
Well, you know, he's one of the richest men in the world. Do you think that...
That might have contributed a slight amount.
I know, it's probably love. It's probably love.
It's probably
Who am I?
a contract with love.
Who am I to diss anybody who marries for love?
Have you ever, though, looked, because I once played that game with myself, and I won't name the person because they're very, but, you know, people get married for money.
Yeah.
I told myself, let me psych myself up. Could I do it? Like, wait till this person walks in the room. I was working at a morning show, so I knew they were coming. And I remember I looked up and I was like, nope, can't do it. Like, I don't think I could be one of those people.
Oh, to marry for money?
Yeah. Like,
I don't like
I know
that.
there are a lot of perks, but, like, I just, I need too much day to day to, like...
Bill Burr has a funny comedy skit about that, about how he's having sex with an older lady, and he's like, oh, I can't do it. Then he looks up at the wheel, he's like, I got it. I can't. It's hilarious.
But if you marry a guy who has a lot of money, they control everything. I don't like that.
Well, and you're lonely. Like, if you don't connect with them, like, every day would be...
Then you shop. I mean, if you're lonely, you
retail
shop.
therapy.
That's easy.
But Joy,
it's the nighttime in the bedroom that I can't take.
But Joy,
Wow.
does the old man with money who's marrying the younger woman really have control? or is she putting that on like, oh, I'll give this to you today, sweetheart, now give me some money?
Yeah,
Does
but
she have
she's
control?
well. I don't know. In this case, I'm not going
We don't know
to
that.
badmouth this
Speculate.
couple. But if he's 150 years old and she's still a hot number, you think she really wants to sleep with him? No.
He is only 84, but I mean,
I think
like,
she
close
knows when to get that money.
150, 84, it's all just numbers, so it's fine.
No, but there's a huge. It's 30
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You
It's
know,
a lot.
Well, though, you know, Joan Collins has a guy. I don't know if she married. I think she's married to him, who's 30 years younger than her.
But at 84, and this is like maybe a really naive question,
Yeah.
how much sex does a man need at 84?
Say it louder, say it again. I'm just messing with you.
How much intimacy does an 84-year-old man need?
Well, see, the problem is this Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, the holy trinity of the pharmaceutical industry, has created these super hyped up, sexualized old farts.
and that man has more stamina than she does. He might have moves like Mick Jagger at that point.
When we get that age and we have sexual encounters, we're gonna be like, dang, we know why now. I'm sure you need a little something. You're
All
still
right.
human, no?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I'm sure
Am
some
I
little
on this side
something.
of the fence today? I feel like I'm like, what's wrong with you?
The problem is they go through their midlife crisis when they're like 85. He's going through another one. Yeah, there is such a thing as a midlife crisis.
Yes.
Don't you think? Although some studies say there is nothing.
I had an
They
early
say-
life crisis.
They say
I had a
that,
quarter life crisis. I had a few crises.
Yeah, me too.
Really, when was yours?
My first one hit mid-20s, where you're like,
Mine too.
You're like, what's going on
How
with
many
my
people
life?
had a midlife crisis in their mid-20s? Clap.
Thank you.
Clap. Wow.
Because there's a moment where you're like, is this what I've been working my whole life? Like, how did I get where I am right now? Like, what's going on? And, you know, you feel like you did the right thing your whole life. You pushed through school, you did all this stuff, and then you stop, and you're like, life is depressing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Meanwhile, the guy who had sex at a truck stop had a midlife crisis in his 20s. So maybe that's what contributed to this other
Maybe I should-
behavior.
yeah.
Did you have a midlife crisis?
I had a midlife crisis when I was around 39 or 40. Yeah, I really. I used to be a high school English teacher, and then I worked at Good Morning America, where I was fired from my job as a receptionist there. I was one of the most hostile receptionists they've ever had at Good Morning America. And once I was fired, and I got a divorce too, and then I had a little bit of a near-death experience, I changed my entire life, and I became a comedian.
How did it make you reassess everything, though, standing there looking at your life?
I was petrified. Fear and
Fear
loathing.
is- yeah.
Of fear and poverty.
there's a movie
fear
about
and
that.
poverty will give you a nice reason to change your life.
Yeah.
Right, girls
True.
and boys? Yes. Okay, I think we've had enough of this.
That was
What do you
fun.
say?
I enjoyed it.
Let's in on the crisis.
Today. So thanks very much, everybody, for hanging around with us. We really enjoy it. You can hit us up on Twitter and Facebook also.
Hit us up.
And how do you do that?